did I lose myself? Was it one moment in time, or was it a series of choices? I was a broke, exhausted house sitter who had no money, who couldn't figure out how to even bring a family into the world, to now being a mother of a beautiful daughter, a wife. We live in Mexico. I still feel like I don't have an identity. I've created all of this transformation in my own life, in my family's life. We've moved across the world, and now I'm in the process of figuring out who I am and allowing my identity to catch up with the actions that I've taken. I'm not a broke house sitter anymore, but sometimes I act like that. Sometimes my nervous system doesn't want to spend money or doesn't realize that I don't need to spend all day at the computer. And so I'm unraveling all of that stuff. And that's why I'm inviting you along the way. I'm not the only woman who has lost herself in business or lost herself in motherhood. And when we don't allow ourselves to breathe or to experience any space, we don't allow ourselves to have an identity. When I sat down to think about creating this video, I realized this. I've spent so much time looking after others, caring for others, worrying about others, that I haven't given myself the opportunity to understand who I am. And this channel is about my life. It's about the lessons that I have learned being a mother, being in business over the last decade. They say to have an overflowing cup, but I've lived for so long with nothing in my cup. I forgot how to fill my own cup up. And at the same time, I've lived with a plate that has been filled with obligations and worries and just so many things to think about. So I've got this empty cup and this full plate, and now I'm gonna flip that around. Over this next 90 days, that's what I'm committed to doing, to filling this cup so that it is overflowing with goodness and nourishment and all the things that allow me to be me. And this plate doesn't need to be so full. I don't need to do the amount of work that I think I need to do. I have a freedom business. I have a business that runs mostly on automation. I run advertising. I work with amazing, incredible human beings that I mentor, but I don't need to be on social media all the time. I get to spend time with my daughter. I don't need to be here giving updates about my life every 3 seconds on Instagram stories. That's not the life that I've created for myself. And my nervous system and my identity is catching up to that. In the next 90 days, this cup is going to be overflowing. And this plate is going to have so much less on it. And I invite you to join me on this journey because it's going to be fun. By the end of it, I'm going to be so happy that I documented this, because I know that I'm not the only one who has experienced this loss of identity or shifting in identity. And what better way to do it than to do it with a group of other humans who have felt the same in their life too.